Yeah.
All right, we're started. And again, thank you so much for spending your Saturday afternoon with me. My name is Whitney Brassfield. I'm a volunteer at MAS. I'm not Katie Pemberton, but I've been volunteering at MAS for a little over 3 years now, and I have two wonderful fosters, and we're going to get to know Kentucky Blue and Pheonix a little bit better today. I have to start off by saying a huge appreciation to the fosters. Without them, we really could not be doing what we're doing and helping find dogs homes. So we're so, so grateful for your time commitment and opening up your home to these animals. And I think what we can get started with is with Kentucky Blue and Pamela. I know she is intently looking out the window
I
right
know,
now.
I picked a bad spot, I think.
It's totally fine. Why don't you tell us a little bit about Kentucky Blue and how long have you been fostering her?
We have had her about 3 weeks, and she is just the sweetest, loves to cuddle. She has such a great temperament. So I have two other dogs that were rescues that we adopted, and they take a little while to adjust to new dogs. And despite their barking and kind of snipping at her a little bit in the beginning, she was very calm and patient with them. She kind of adjusts her play with each of them, which is nice because I have a real small dog and then one that's about her size. But she's smart, she's responsive. It's been a pleasure, honestly. She just loves to cuddle, loves attention.
That's awesome. And now are the two dogs with her, are they a little bit older, or you said that there's a little bit size difference for one of them?
Yes, so I have a pug Shih Tzu mix who's about 9 years old. He's a grumpy old man who doesn't really want to play. And then I have a Schnauzer mix who's about the same height, but he's about half the weight, I would say. And he's the one that's very leery of any new dogs.
Sure.
And so, but now like I said, she's been so calm with them and so patient, and now they snuggle up together, and he can't compete with her. She wants a good tug of war game, but she's definitely better at that than the other two. So
Understandable. Beyond that, it seemed like when we got started, she's kind of a little bit of a lap dog or a couch potato. Does she have like bits of energy that, you need to make sure to walk her every day, or how is her energy level?
she has probably 2 or 3 bursts of energy at points of where she just all of a sudden will just get a little burst of energy and wants to run and play, and she'll go and grab the toys, and then after she plays really hard for a little bit, then she just crashes and wants to cuddle and kind of snuggle up on the couch with you and bury her head behind you or lay right on top of you. But yeah, I would say like 2 or 3 times a day, you'll see her just out of the blue, just kind of just get energized. I mean, she's always up for anything though. Like I said, she was smiling earlier, and then you get up and she'll kind of follow along. And she likes to see if my dogs are barking at the neighbor's dog at the fence. She'll go over and take a look and see what's going on, but she's not a barker. She doesn't bark, and she doesn't get involved with the chaos. She'll just kind of go and look, make sure everybody's okay, and then she kind of backs off and is like, okay.
More of an observer.
Yeah. And she's good on the leash. She does love walks. We try to do that twice a day. She loves it. Likes to just kind of explore, and she doesn't pull. She walks right with you. So it's been a nice a little bit of a refreshing compared to my other two.
Absolutely. Well, that's awesome, Pamela. Thank you so much. Is there anything else that we should know about Kentucky Blue?
No, I've just been so pleasantly surprised at and like I said, just her what a great temperament, and she's so smart, and she listens to you when you She doesn't really know her name all that well yet, so we're working on that. But if she's playing or starts to get a little too energetic or enthusiastic with you and you say no, she just immediately stops. She loves to please. So we've just been really happy. She's going to make somebody very, very happy when she finds the right family.
That's awesome. Well, thank you so much for taking care of her while we're finding her forever home. She's
Absolutely.
definitely sounding like she's been a very great guest
Yeah,
for you and your family. That's awesome. All right, Kim, let's talk about Pheonix. We've met Pheonix a couple of times. How's she doing?
Pheonix is doing well. She's finally getting out of isolation.
Wonderful.
I will say that what I learned from the last two couple of what do you call these, foster videos?
Mhm.
Yeah, that she does not like me talking to other people. So, I think feels like she's so used to me talking directly to her that it's a little confusing to her that I'm talking, but it's not to her.
It's not directed at her.
Doesn't quite understand it. Although right now she's acting fine. She just, I think it just throws her off a little bit. Isn't that right, Sweet Pea? You want to show everybody what a beautiful face you have?
She does have quite a beautiful face. Yes, I know, like when we last talked, she was in a certain area of your home and definitely wanting to integrate her a little bit better, but she definitely seems like she's preferring your lap and all of your attention.
She is. Pheonix is so loving. I mentioned this last time, but I'll mention it again because I'm sure there's different people watching each time, but she's fully housebroken, and I've been so lucky with every foster that they've been housebroken from like day one. I think there was maybe one that took a day. But Pheonix does seem to have a fairly strong, yes, I love you too. I do. A fairly strong prey drive.
Mm-hmm.
And we have 6 cats, 2 of whom are 16 years old. So she's still in isolation in the house. I'm not 100% sure that she would harm them, but I'm not going to risk it by letting her be loose with them.
Absolutely.
And she has killed 1 bird in the yard. And I didn't see it happen. I just found the bird and it wasn't like shaken or anything. So I don't know for sure that she did it. It was just, she was in the yard and the bird was in the yard. And so I'm guessing that she did it. I've seen her chase birds and squirrels. I've never seen her catch one. So I think this one was just caught off guard and got unlucky. But that's something that, that I want to make sure that people understand and know that she's got that potential. She's extremely loving with me. She's not at all possessive towards her food or her toys. I had her bone here a minute ago. This is something when I've sometimes slept in this room with her at night for a few hours until I'm sleeping on the floor. So it starts to get to my hip after a while.
Sure, absolutely.
And I'll get up and leave, but she'll sometimes, this is another reason why I might get up during the night and leave, is that she'll just roll this around on the floor. It makes a lot of noise. But what I wanted to say about this is that she can have it in her mouth and I can tug on it. Because it's got a hole. I can tug on it. I can kiss her while she's got it in her mouth. And there's just no aggression whatsoever towards me or anything I do. And that was something that they were having trouble with there at the shelter. I think she was just barking at people a lot when they walked by her cage. So they deemed that she couldn't be adoptable in that state and was scaring people. I think that's just how she is. I've never crated her, so I don't know what she would be like in a crate. This is her room right here. This is our laundry room.
Yeah. When
she's inside. Otherwise, I'm walking her or she's in the yard. She has no escape tendencies. We do have a place where the air conditioning units are surrounded by a fence. And
Mhm.
she could get under that fence and get out, but she hasn't even tried. So, so I'm thrilled that she's got no desire to go away. Is that right?
Oh,
Yes.
she looks like she's got it pretty good right where she's at. So that's awesome. Yeah, and we say so often that the shelter is such a high stress environment for some
Yeah.
of our dogs, and so getting them out and into foster homes and getting to know their personalities a little bit better, more on their terms, is so helpful. And like, you can really see how Phoenix is shining well in your home, and not in that stressful environment that she once was in. So that's incredible to be able to know about. But this is awesome. Is there anything else we need to know about Phoenix since we last spoke?
Well, she has been to the dog park. Like I said, I wanted to get her out of isolation. And she lunges a little bit at cars sometimes, sometimes not. I try to just keep her alert to what's going on around her because she tends to be sniffing on the ground. And it seems like what makes her lunge is when she's surprised by somebody passing by. So I try to alert her that somebody's coming or a car is coming so that she won't lunge and won't be so taken off guard by it. But she was she was very playful with the other dogs there. Until one of the dogs got a toy, and then she decided that the toy, she didn't want to share the toy. So she is okay with other dogs, but there may be a little bit of a possessiveness issue around the toys, even though the toys in the dog park are community toys.
Right.
And that dog didn't understand. He thought it was all just fun and games. And I had her, she was on a leash, and I had a muzzle on her because I just wasn't quite sure yet.
Absolutely.
But other than that, she was absolutely lovely with all the dogs. And we're starting to get her out more and more, and she's doing okay with it.
That's wonderful. Yeah, she really is shining in your fostering. That's awesome.
I mean, she can be so loving, and I feel like there's no reason why the way she is with me, she can't be that way with everybody else.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, this is wonderful. I cannot thank y'all both enough for not only your time on a Saturday afternoon, but to open up your homes to two very loving animals, and getting to know them a little bit better, getting to share that information with us. I really do appreciate everything that you do for fostering our dogs for us. But thank you so very much. And I'm going to stop this video recording right here.